Hello. We are. Can you believe it? Another Tuesday. Hi, Bonnie. Hi, Stephanie. Oh, my goodness. It has been a long week. That didn't help me. I'm feeling better. I still have a little cough. My energy is gradually coming back. My daughter helped me with my back last night because hi Geneva, all that coughing made my muscles really sore. And then I lifted boxes and moved some stuff and I strained them and they're like, oh. So hi Deanna, how are you doing tonight? So yeah, I'm a little sore from all that coughing and jazz. We're getting there. I got some work done in my booth today. I got more things, more Christmas put out. I got fall and Thanksgiving put away, and I got Christmas put out today. So, and I'm working on pulling out everything that I had left. It's going to be one of those crazy Tuesdays. I have no idea what's coming, and it's noisy. I'm working on pulling out what I had left that I had thrifted before we went on our trip. Excuse me, which has been like 2 weeks ago, Saturday we got home. So well over a month ago. I have no idea what's coming out of the boxes. And what else I have left is the other things that I had found on our way on our trip. So I'm going to have all sorts of surprises. I was trying to pull some more random Christmas that was still here that I haven't taken to the booth. I have crammed it full again. I have a sale on in my booth. I'm hoping that that will help move some stuff through because I got more to put out. And I just keep making boxes from here from you guys because you guys getting first dibs on Christmas and anything else before it goes out to the booth. So yeah. Hi guys. It's kind of it's just unpredictable. What can I say? I was hoping to get a bunch of stuff done this week. Hi, Melinda. Good to see you. Belinda, I have something that I need to show you to see if you want it. Because I have had it off to the side. And and there's Kristen. Hi, Kristen. Miss Laura, good to see you as well. Hey Jeff, are you on and listening yet by chance? Hi Kathy, how are you? I have felt so bad for missing all of the working Mondays with the ladies over on Steph's channel. I've missed it between being sick and being gone, and then there was a football game last night, and yeah. I missed everybody. And now that I'm feeling better, I'm really ready to get some stuff done. And then it's crazy holiday season when I'm ready to do it. So yeah, I know that everybody is fine and they're like, it's okay, but it still makes me sad because I miss you guys. Because I'm even spacing even when to come and watch. So that's kind of my MO right now. Getting my brain back too, besides all of the regular things. So hi everybody. It's me, Becky. I should be a little more cheerful and feeling better this time around. Last week was Steven. He was pooped and I was pooped. And so hopefully we'll have a lot more fun and conversation tonight. So depending on if I get Jeff to grab it for me, I will see if he can bring it over to me, Melinda, or I will send you a picture of it. One of the two. So I am gonna unload a few things here onto the desk while we just get all the as Barb puts it, the nitty-gritty details out for tonight. I am going to be invoicing with last Saturday. I was on with Trisha on Sandy and Otto's channel. So I have a few things that sold over there, and I'm going to invoice those together with whatever sold tonight. So if anybody has purchased from there and tonight, I will save you shipping. I am mostly caught up on all of the invoicing and shipping from when we were gone. On the chair by the mic, like facing the microwave, to go. It says Melinda. It's like directly across from the microwave, down the back of the chair. It's like a tile framed thing. Okay. He found it. He found it. I was facing the microwave. The back is. Okay. Thank you. We got it. So, yes, so I'm invoicing together. I'm pretty much caught up because I don't want to add anything else to, Stephen and I did a special shipping last week for before Thanksgiving. So everything from that is done and all together and all the things. So, excuse me. And I don't want to add any more to that for like 4 weeks altogether to make any of my add any more chaos, quite frankly. Because next week, mark your calendars, I will be starting my 12 days of Christmas, which will come really fast because the first day will be the 11th, which is a Wednesday. And so I'm figuring I'm not going to be on Tuesday night like regular, but my 12 days of Christmas starts Wednesday the 11th. So we'll go 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So the 11th through the 22nd will be my 12 days of Christmas. Same bat time, same bat channel right here. The only thing is I will be missing one Tuesday in preparation for that. I have been over the last month or two, been making sure that I have enough items to go through all 12 days. I'm working with Kristen, and Kim is going to come back and help us mod. She helped us last year, so I'm working on the schedule so that neither one of them get burnt out and work out the days that they can and cannot be here for that. So we'll have those two mods again, flipping back and forth throughout those 2 weeks. And I'm looking forward to it because I've had some stuff I've been saving up. I bought some things. I looked for things specifically just for the 12 days. And those will be coming to you guys. And that's all that it's for, is for 12 days of Christmas for you here on YouTube. And then after that, we'll figure out where it goes after that. So that's my big spiel for what's coming up. I have a in-person show on Saturday this weekend up in Denver. It's my last in-person show of the year. We have to figure out, even this week is so crazy, I have to figure out when we can even load the car for that. So, oh, thank you, Laura. I do too. They're so sweet and special, and they're just I couldn't ask for better people to help me out, and it's just been out of the goodness of their heart that they've been willing to do that as well. So they add to the fun and all the conversation that we get to do here on Tuesday nights. So it's super great. Okay, all those things. As we're coming up to the 12 days of Christmas, if you have an outstanding invoice with me, I ask that you not claim anything throughout that show because it will be an open box throughout the whole thing. I need to get everything finished and cleared up for the year, for all the things and all the stuff, for all the business things. So I can't keep carrying anything over. So MJ, the show is at the SWIA Women's, it's a Christmas fair, and I can send you the address for that. It's in Denver, and I can't tell you where because I don't remember off the top of my head. It's at a church, and it's a Swedish Christmas craft fair and traditional show. Thank you, Ramola. And hi, MJ. Good to see you in the chat. SWIA stands for Swedish Women's Educational Association. The only ladies that are allowed to join in that organization are ladies that speak Swedish. So it precludes me from being within it, but I am able to be a vendor at their event. So with my Scandinavian items, I guess that's something for me to eventually work towards. I mean, if I can't speak Norwegian yet, Swedish is going to be next on the list, and it's going to be down a few rungs. So, but it's a great organization. They do a fun Santa Lucia little concert with the kids. They have traditional food. IKEA comes and sets up and does some giveaways. And then they have like a Scandinavian little boutique that they put out, among other things, with lots of other vendors throughout the day. So that is what I'll be going up for this Saturday. Don't know how many vendors they would have. You would be surprised, Kristen. It is fun. I've gone to it once, and then I was a vendor at it last year. So there's Jeff. He went and found my surprise here for Melinda. I have never felt so like, because all the ladies setting up are all speaking Swedish. They're all speaking Swedish to all of their children. And they didn't know that I didn't speak Swedish. So I was kind of like, wow, this feels very strange to be outside of the language. It was very, very odd. I expected if I go like traveling, but it was interesting. But they're very great ladies there. So it'll be fun. Try and set up a much smaller booth so it's not near as much work, because it's only a 1 day setup, 1 day show, and then I got to tear it down and come back home again. So yeah, so that's my in-person stuff. I will invoice through PayPal. I ship through PayPal and or pirate ship, depending on what's what and who's who. I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, last I heard there's still a strike on the postal workers up in Canada. So we're not trying to ship up there right now, is my understanding. Hey, Mom. I've also heard that UPS isn't the greatest carrier going through up to Canada, but thank you, Kathy, for letting me know. So yeah, a couple of those packages are just on hold until things change up there for that. So exactly, Romola. I mean, I think it would be interesting. It's I don't even know if my Mom, did Grandma King ever speak Swedish to you when you knew her, when you all were younger? I don't recall her ever doing it. So I'm third generation Swedish through that side of my family, my father's mother, and then fourth generation Norwegian through my mom's side of the family. So all the Viking, all the Scandinavian. That's why all the love of all the Scandi things. So, all right. So we got shipping, we got invoices. Kristen's modding tonight for us. You never heard her speak Swedish either? That's crazy. It's amazing how fast. I know that they really wanted to be integrated into the society. So one generation, and wow. Sometimes I wish that we had some of that still to have for our the culture, but it's interesting. He did? Wow, that's cool, MJ. I mean, I know my mom's dad would do the Norwegian table prayer, but that's the only like Norwegian I ever heard growing up. So I hear a little bit more of it at the lodge. We have language lessons at the lodge. My daughter Caitlin is doing like the app on the phone where you can learn Norwegian, and she'll eventually go, "What do you think this word is? What do you think that word is?" So she helps me. I know a few things just from gleaning a few things from the lodge as well. So looking good. Those are cool looking products. What did I miss about Romola? Oh yeah, they are cool looking. I agree. So, Kristen, if there's anything that I may have forgotten, please throw it in the chat. Any questions, throw them in the chat. I will be doing random polls, as they put it, on the whatnot. From all of the stuff I have around me that I told you about earlier, I will give you a starting price, and Kristen will be doing our countdowns as people claim items, and we will go from there. So, I think I'm going to do this one first because I told Melinda I had Jeff grab it. This is those tile names. And I can't remember the name of this character. Do you remember? It's not, it's the other character that's really similar to Holly Hobby. Anyway, you know what I was trying to not say. And it's got each of those the Betsy something, because Hallmark had them a lot. And it's in the frame. Looks like somebody had their lucky penny taped inside. And okay. Is that the name of the artist? I'm going to finish reading that one. Just remember that Viking allows. Yes, I do. I allow everybody to respond and make sure you are in or out before we end our item. Yeah, I do remember that, as Mom saying that too. Yeah, some of those songs that they remember from being children as well. So, artist name. Got it, MJ. Thank you. You've never seen your name, Melinda? Well, you are more than welcome to this if you are interested in it. $10 if you want it, and it's yours. And then I'll go from there. If you're not interested in it, I will figure out what else to do with it. I've had more than one Melinda in my life, and I wanted to offer it to you first. So we're going to come up with some weird things that I didn't even realize. You got it. Let's go. We got our first sale of the evening. Thank you, Melinda. So name. Oops, I need my pen. We're just going to do that one as a quick claim, please, Kristen, because I don't know if there's any other Melindas out there. And she gets first dibs on this one. Melinda W. I'm just going to put that. We should all know what that is. So cool. Cool beans. Into these, I have some really thin ones, and they're sticking together. So I have to make sure I get only one. Well, this guy is staying here for a little bit. I need to pull some dollar horses. I've been thinking about doing a Scandy day for you guys for the 12 days. Is anyone interested in that? That helps me big time. Oh, cool. That's fun, Melinda. I don't know where that came from either. But he's going to sit there. Yes, Kristen says yes. Okay. And Ramala is too? All right. And Deborah, yes, of course, Deborah as well. So what I figured I would do was after my show on Saturday was I would try and make a YouTube box, and that will be for one of our 12 days. And then I can pick a few more of I need to redo this. That's one of my goals in January. Squirrel. I will pick a few other choice items that I have around here that I've been enjoying that that I can pass on to you guys for Scandy night on the 12 days. That'll be cool. Oh my goodness. Well, that stinks. This was, it's gonna not go up unless somebody really, really, really wants it, but it is cracked. I'm seeing, you see that crack all the way through. It's a Fitz and Floyd, like a little bowl. It's almost like shaped like a bathtub, but it has a crack all the way around it. So unless somebody really, really loves it for like $4, you let me know. Otherwise, I'll just offer it to the gal here in town and see if she wants it for like a soap dish. So I don't know. I'm thinking that a few things got at the bottom of a bag, and when they got set down, I probably wasn't gentle enough with them. Because I forget what's in the bags occasionally, and it's a bummer, and then I get frustrated. But it is what it is. We're not going to get upset about it. Things happen. So, hi, Lou. How are you doing tonight? So in the past, we'll just keep talking about 12 days as we go tonight too. In the past, my 12 days, I haven't like set certain nights for like I haven't set an order. I've kind of just done the if you're kind of like pick things depending on how my day is and how long I want the night to go and stuff like that. Right. So I haven't ever really done it in any specific order. I kind of try to do the wades in the middle somewhere. This is a chocolate mousse in a red hat. It is one of those, here we go. Mountain mousses dressed for tea. This would start at $6. So yeah, so I'm just kind of, it's kind of like you get to tune in and see if you're interested in what I'm bringing that night. That's kind of what I like to do, but I try and do the wades because wades are a tradition now because I've been doing them for 21, 22, 23, 20. This is my fourth year, and those have to make an appearance now. So so wades I try and do in the middle so that I can give people reminders that they're coming up. All right, mom's in at 6 for the mousse. But I kind of like the surprise aspect of it. So I know she is pretty sassy, isn't she? I think she's adorable. So all right, counting it down for mom. You got it, Ma. Put him over here to the side. You know, some things I'm like, where did that come from? I wonder where this came from. A little winter bird. It was on ice skates. Thank you, Kristen. He will be a $4 start. He sits flat like this, like he has fallen down. It is a resin piece, got glitter on his hat with a little pom-pom on top. And I think the legs are wire. So I don't think they're meant to like bend really, but they're not gonna break off if they get a little bumped. So he is approximately 4 inches wide by 2 inches deep and about 2.5 inches tall. So am I participating for your 80s? Are you practicing for my 80s? The moose? What did I miss? I don't think so. Melinda is in. I need better words, Ma. We can count this little bird down. Memory. I haven't totally gotten my brain back from being sick, honestly. So winter bird, $4, counting down Melinda. All right. And these guys are gonna go. I need like a spot for a few other things. Oh, well, let's bring him anyway. And not anyway, but like I thought about keeping him for a gnome and pixie sale, but he is just a small little let's see, he was originally from Hobby Lobby. So he was an $8 piece originally. We can start him at 4 if anyone's interested. A gnome. He is reading a book, laying on his belly like the kids do. He does have leaves on his hat. Blue body, red hat, and look at his little black pointed shoes sticking out back there. Excuse me. I apologize. It is originally, like I said, from Hobby Lobby. Does it have a year on it when they did these? 22. If anyone is interested in him. Otherwise, he will go in my Nomi box for. What is it for? For another pixie sale. don't know where this guy came from. He's going to stay over here. That's going to be my Fenton thing. Oh, Deborah's in at 4. I need to just put these on. They keep sliding around my board. Thank you, Deborah. Book. No, gnome with book. You can count them down. Deborah Tucker. Got it. Perfect. See what else we can unwrap. He needs to go. This one needs to go to my Sandy show. Keep that in there. We'll just pack that for the Scandy show. Oh, I did find some good little pixies to save for my next round of pixies and mushrooms, which I believe I'm thinking is going to be in January. I need to double check my calendar from when we had the first one. Oh, this is something I found for myself. He was still mixed in. I love these, and I haven't had a chance to get them. And I found this guy at the store, and I snatched him up, but I will show him to you. It is the glass gnome, Nessa, Tomty, whichever language you want to call them in. I believe it's the ones from Sweden. And these guys have a pretty high price tag on them, so I don't usually get to pick them up at the Scandy shows or the gift shops. So I picked him up for me. Okay, you sit here and don't fall off the counter, okay? Right there. Sounds good. Other than being annoying, do you need me to mute myself when I cough? Because it doesn't seem to be stopping yet. Or is it that loud? I just want to make sure I'm not like blasting anybody's ears out. Okay. I have a Christmas mouse set. I believe, I'm thinking these are handmade, but I'm not sure. And I got them at 2 different times. So I have a mama and a baby mouse. I'll do them together. I would start them at $12. Oh, there she's really big. It's hard to. She's dressed up like with her little muff. And she's got long whiskers and her hooded cloak, like she'll be out going caroling. Right, Kathy? Okay. As long as nobody's really particular about it, I will just try and do my best. I think they're handmade. So she's got her the skirt with the eyelet lace and the skirt with the trees and then the sequins. So that's the big tall one. And then her tail sticking out right here. And she is about 9 inches tall. And then this is the little baby mouse who is about 5 inches tall. And she's got the same, like a little calico print, Christmassy design dress holding a little bottle brush tree with a felt tail and a little kerchief hat. But I'm pretty sure they're very, very similar in their maker. That's why I want to offer them together. Yeah, and they look like they're handmade or hand stitched on the bottom. So cute these are kind of cute little mice. The kind I don't mind seeing around here. I went to shut the garage door and it didn't go down all the way. And I went, oh, I'll just leave it. And then I thought, no, it's winter time. We've had a mouse on the side by the garbage can occasionally. And if he realizes that the garage door is open, I'm sure he will decide that it's much warmer than outside if I don't go shut it before I leave. So I had to come back in the house, get the opener, shut it again. But better than trying to get a mouse out of the garage. So that was fun. Okay, you go over here. Perfect. All right. Next. Oh, Melinda, you're going over here. We got you. I saved this one from last, like I got it. This snowman is amazing. I got it too close to Christmas last year, but I wanted to offer it to you guys before I put it out in my booth. This is the original box. It says Flying Snowman, and then there's the picture of him. So it's a product from made in Japan, and then it came in from San Diego, California. Merry Miracles. And here he is inside the box. He's got those. Okay, I need to give you a start price. I would guess I would probably put him somewhere around $30, $24 to $30 in my booth. So I would start him at, I'd start him at 18 here. So it's got those eyes. What are the, I know there's a word for this where the eyes blink like that. He's got the spring. So he hangs from the ceiling. He's not, oh, he's still connected. Kind of like, yeah, there we go. Lenticular. That was what my brain was saying, but it didn't. Hi, Midge. Good to see you. Awesome. You got it, Midge. I'll put you down for the mice. I wasn't trusting my brain on that word as a big word. I'm guessing it would be where you would hang him from the ceiling where he would kind of bounce like that. He has his broom still. He's got, look at his toe. He's got little jingle bell on that foot. So when he bounces up and down, maybe, what did it go on? Maybe the screen door, like when the door opened and shut all the time, you get a little jingle bell. He's still got his scarf. Looks like somebody's added one of those big, chunky yarn ribbons around his neck. He still has his earmuffs, the fake snow on his hat. In amazing, woo, I almost got a spring in my eye. Made in Japan. Amazing condition. I believe it's like a styrofoam base for the whole thing, but he is just so dang cute. Doorway or garland, yeah. Because I would imagine maybe because then he would move if you had him hooked on your door. Like my mother-in-law had bells always when we were in high school. I think she still puts them up. So every time you open the door, they all jingle. So, hi, Vintage Gates. How are you doing? Thanks for joining us and saying hey. I'm going to write Midge down quick while we finish looking at the snowman. 2-piece mice for 12. You got it, Midge. So, I mean, it doesn't even look like it was ever taken out of the box. Not very often if he was, but. And that great teal background on the full color on the graphics is amazing. So there he is. Okay, next up. I have light switch cover decorators. Let's say $3 choice. I'm guessing. Let's guess. 1, 2, 3. I have 4 available. I'm gonna say they were probably handmade. Hi, Becky. How are you doing tonight? So there's the top of the Santa hat. It goes over the light switch. There's his little blue eyes with some glitter. And then it looks like they had double-faced tape that they just used to stick on the light switches. So they're all the same but some have a little more glitter on the beard than others. This one's missing a little glitter. This one's a little more sparkly, but he doesn't have the outline of the switch plate, the light switch. There's that one, and then there's this one. So it looks like only one is missing the outline around the switch. They feel like they are made out of really lightweight, like a starched flannel. It's not felt. It's like a starched flannel. And then, they could have been mass produced. I don't know, but I guess that would be the question. I don't know. It's up to you to decide. If they're all so similar, then here my guess would be that they were probably manufactured in terms of, otherwise they wouldn't have ever, unless they were a kit. That could have been the other thing. Don't know. But those are available. And one little vintage felt flannel ornament for $3 available. It's got a plastic backing. It looks like this one was also like pre-cut, like die cut, and then could be put together. And it doesn't have anything to hang it from. But he is showing his age. But I love this face. This face is really cute. You could almost put a little pom-pom on there to zhuzh him up a little bit. All right. Like I said, it's going to be a whole mix of things. These need to go up there. We'll make some piles as we go. Help me organize. $3 as well, Kristen, on the Santa face. Oh, okay. These are going to be for. Got it. Here. So I don't drop you. I went to the new, no worries. Thank you, Kristen. I went to the new painted tree. Just opened. They just had their grand opening. I went over because my friend had a booth in there. Wanted to see her stuff before it got crazy in there. And so I spent, I don't know, an hour or so walking around. And I have they're just blocks of wood that they took and made little like shelf sitters with. It'll be $2 choice. I will get these off better. So they're just a block, but they painted white, and then it looks like I'm guessing like a decal of some sort. So I have, and they're $2 choice, and I have 4 of those to choose from. So we have the gnome with the cardinals. And this one is a little bit wider. There, we can tell right there. And that one is the little gnomes on the sled with the cardinals and presents. I see it, Deborah. Thank you. The gnomes with the snowman. They're about 2.5 inches tall, and the bigger ones are 2 3/4 inches wide. And I think this other one is about square. And the last choice is the little gnomes with the lights, like the strings of lights. So there's 4 total. I thought they were really cute. And of course, we love the gnomes around here. So Deborah, you just let me know which ones you're interested in. At this point, it's in terms of worrying about, hate to do it. Oh, MJ is in for 3. There's the 4 choices. Midge is in at 2, so you're a little bit behind, Midge. Make sure you're not lagging. Deborah says 4. It's like a mix. I know we talked about this before because there was one I heard that they were opening. Jeff and I went up to the one in Denver, And I think people in the chat said they had heard about it before, but it's kind of like all boutiques. It's like a vendor mall. MJ's out. Thank you, MJ. But the majority of the vendors or spots are like new. It's very boutiquey. It reminds me a lot of Etsy. A lot of handmade stuff. Midge is out as well. All right. Thank you, Kristen. And then so a lot of clothing. There's some vintage mixed in, so that's what I was hoping for. That's where I found a bittersweet vase, was at a mall like that in Texas, where I was able to walk around and find some vintage in a booth. But and apparently they have a waterfall in all of their locations in the back of the store, because they installed a giant waterfall fountain in the back of this one. And they had one up in Denver as well. All right, Deborah, please let me know which choice you would like. It's called the Painted Tree. There's one up near Thornton, I believe. So we have Cardinal, Sled, Lights, and Snowman. So Deborah gets first choice on these blocks. And I got one piece of my friend's stuff, and I wanted to bring that as well. So to support her. She's taking all 4. All right, you got it. Thank you, Deborah. 4 times gnome blocks. Perfect. Thank you. And thank you, MJ and Midge. Got it. And the other thing I got from this same vendor, these will start at a $3 choice, and I have 2 available. So these are a little bit bigger. Here we go. So it had fall on this side. So one says welcome fall, and then one is the gnome with the fall leaves. And then they're reversible, and they have the little gnome. She's got her braids, and then gnome for the holidays. He's got a little house. So this would be a $3 choice. These are, well, they're almost 3 3/4 inches tall to the top of the little knob, so then you can, turn them around. It's just attached to the top of the block. And then they are about 2.5 inches wide. Again, about yay big. And they are more of a natural, they've been left with the natural wood finish. And I believe that they're kind of like decoupaged. So the welcome fall, he's like a scarecrow, has the girl with her braids. I see you, MJ. Thank you. And then the fall guy with the pumpkin on his hat has the gnome for the holidays. So if anybody else wants to be in, y'all let me know. I'll take a sip for the lag. I gotta get in that groove for next week. A sip for the lag. So these are the light wood gnome blocks. Counting it down for MJ. And when that is sold, you can just let us know which ones you would like. 1, 2, or both. You got it, MJ. Thank you. It was really hard to find things in there that I thought I could bring to you guys. I was amazed at some of the pricing. I found a few things, but I had hoped to find more with how big it was. Speaking of which, oh, you got a little security tag on you. Let's get that taken care of right here. So I found one knee hugger. He has all gold lame. All of our time looking around while we were on our trip, these guys are going crazy. I didn't see any knee huggers under $18 to $24. This one is 4.5 inches tall and then about 2 by 2. I'll start him at what I found him for, which was $12. He's got the bright blue eyes, the lashes, got the longer pointed nose, and I just don't see these very often. I tried to get some other ones. If we unhook his arms, that's what his legs look like. I was just hoping to find more of them since so much Christmas was out at the beginning of November. But apparently the word is out that the knee huggers are collectible, and they are not easy to find at a decent price. So if you guys don't pick him up here, he will go to my booth. I don't think I even have any knee huggers. I think we did a knee hugger. I think this is the only one. I think we did a knee hugger day last year on the 12 days. Oh, Vintage Gates is gonna come in at 12. Deborah, you were second there. Knee hugger gold. Like to be 13 or higher, let us know, Deborah. He does have like that thicker chenille pipe cleaner that lines the edge of his hat and is twisted there at the back, as well as around his hands at the cuffs. I should look and see. No, there's a little bit of where the lame is at the seams, so that's just where it was sewn, and the short metallic strands don't like to stay in the seams. There is no sticker. I have had some in the past that had the sticker that say made in Japan, but this one doesn't. And he's got like a little, it's like a gold wire that they have. I don't think it's that. It could be like that plasticky. It is. It's that plastic, that old plastic hanger. So yeah, he could be. He is like a disco ball, isn't he? Deborah is out. All right. Thank you, Deborah. Count that down. All right. Thank you, Kristen. Thank you, Vintage Gates. Vintage Gates, it's been a little while. If you have any new information, would you send me an update at my email? If not, I should have all of your stuff from a previous sale. So no worries if it's not been updated or needed to be updated. All right. Thank you so much. All right. This is my friend's, what my friend is doing. Sometimes you've seen her in the chat. She's a local here, Kathleen. She lost her daughter in 21 to suicide, and does a lot with the You Are Enough movement and supporting local organizations that help with suicide prevention. She has been doing, I'm going to take it out so you guys can see it. She's been doing the paper quilling, which is an amazing art. I would not have the time or the patience for it, but I know it's one of the things that has really helped her in terms of, that quieting your mind and all that jazz. So I picked this one out. It is a 6 by 4. It has a positive affirmations is a lot of the items she has. It says, I believe in you. And she did all of these paper quillings, and then created these florals to go with it. I would start this it's a handmade piece. I'm going to start it at what I purchased it at, which is $13. She's made it so that it can hang on a wall with a little piece of ribbon right here. Or you could put it on like an easel to set it on a desk. She's done, so I wanted to go and make sure that I supported her as well. And she's done some amazing work. She talked a lot to me about how to set up her booth and suggestions that if I had any suggestions for her, I'm like, well, it'd be really cool if you could hang them. And then she's like, that's not a bad idea. So she went back and added that little piece of ribbon on the back, and the back cardboard is just to hold that parchment paper nice and sturdy for display. So if anyone is interested, otherwise, and I like the fall colors. That's one of the reasons why I picked it. She has a large variety of sayings, including some pretty sassy ones. And it's just fun to be able to go and support her and see all the things that she's put together to have at her booth. So she has some framed pieces too that are like snowflakes. Some that were like up to size 12 by 12, and those oh, there goes the words again. The thick frames where you can put stuff in it. That word's gone. But yeah. So, oh yeah, definitely you could put it on a magnet on the fridge as well. So she's only on the Colorado Springs location. The Painted Tree in Colorado Springs is it's at Barnes and Towers, and it's in the old Bed Bath and Beyond space between Hobby Lobby, Shadowbox. Laura got a point. Good job. And Kathy too. Between Hobby Lobby and Tierra, or whatever trading company, Sierra Trading Company. It's like a total trivia session tonight. So, all right, next up, I have a hand painted tin. I found this one locally. It'll be a $6 start. It's like one of the little, like almost an old lunch bucket. Got a lid. So somebody painted strawberries with the flowers and leaves all around it. Thought it was a really nice job. I didn't see any signature on it, which really would have been nice. Oh, yes, it is. There it is. Norma Lee, 1978. Wow. Norma Lee did a great job, and it has stood the test of time. There's a little bit of the scallop, kind of like this up on the top. Thank you, Romola. And there's the inside. It's fairly clean. It wasn't used much before it was painted. So cute little bucket. Right? That's what I was thinking. It looked like a little lunch tub from everybody walking to the little one-room schoolhouses back in the day. It is a little shiny. The lights are reflecting off it quite a bit. So, all right. If anyone else wants to be in, let's see, we're at 6. So this is 6 years younger than me, so 47 years basically, or give or take, 46 years old. But this was painted ago. Counting down Romola, thank you so much. So strawberry bucket. That's 6. I got it. Perfect. All right. I don't remember if anyone is into the Kokeshi dolls. I've had a few over time. This one I picked up because it came in its original box. I mean, I obviously have no clue what any of that says, but here's what it looked like originally. I would start this at $8. Thank you. And thank you, Romola. She is adorable. She's got a little, I don't know, represent like a flower in her hair, and then her floral painted little outfit. And it's not painted, it's carved into the wood. So that natural wood is what you see showing through there. So it was painted red and then carved in to give you that relief and that look and the design. And look at her little eyelashes. So cute. Again, with the stamp on the bottom. She is 4 inches tall and about 2 by 2 at the widest this direction. I usually don't see these in the more that light wood finish. I see them in a darker or the black lacquer finish. So I'm going to put her right back in her box like so. And we'll move along and see what else we can find over here. Does anybody do the meow, the cat's meow, like buildings and stuff for? These were made in like and this one was 1994, so I think 80s, 90s. So these will be a choice. Starting at, let's do these 3 as a choice first, starting at $4. So we have the Christmas tree with the winter critters, including the birds with the wheat, bird nest, a little deer, rabbit, and a squirrel. Here's who painted this one, Jaylene, 94. That's the copyright on it. This is approximately 1.5 wide by 4.5 tall. And they're half-inch blocks of wood. And the other choice is I have 2 Santa and reindeer. They are very, very similar in their cutout, but they're not exactly the same. One is just a smidge taller than the other. And then these were painted. Do they have a date on them? Nope. This one does not have a date. Has an original retail sticker on it. But then you could have set this like on the top of a building or a house or whatever. There's the detail on Santa and his reindeer. Thank you, MJ. So I have 2 choices for Santa and 1 choice for the tree. The Santa ones are about 1/4 inch or 3/4 inch. They're not as thick as the wood from the tree one. All right, MJ. We're going to say MJ, or you can count it down. Wood blocks. Wood block Santa or tree. You can tell me which one you would like. Oh, Gail is in. Hi, Gail. How are you doing tonight? You can answer me later after we're done with this one. Don't worry about it in the middle. I'm sorry, MJ. We didn't have it counted down yet, and I should have been more patient on the lag. I apologize. Oh, get over there. My wraps are falling all over. All right. Did you want to be in or out, MJ? I think I brought it to you all. I have one that said the Manitou Springs Incline. You're out? Okay. So I'll wait for the countdown before I ask. And I think that one's at my booth. So it's a Manitou Springs Incline engine. And that's at my booth. So once she says they're sold, Gail, you can let me know. And MJ will be our backup. And Gail. Sold to Gail. So I have the tree with the birds and the other forest animals, marked 94 with the painter, or I have the Santa with the reindeer. 2 of those available. They're almost the same. They're just a little smidge different on the cutout of those. The painting is pretty good for both of them. So, you want just one Santa, Gail? I'm guessing you just want one. And then MJ, if that's what she says. You're going to pass? Okay, she just wanted one. So I do have one tree, one Santa left. If anyone is interested. That'll go in that. Now the other choice I have in the same Cat's Meow, there's marked with the cat on the bottom here. Thank you, Kristen. These will be a $2 choice. I have one street light. Oh, let's get it into focus. You'll take a Santa, Deborah? Thank you. So I have one street light. It's about a 1 inch by 3/4 inch block that is a little over 3 inches tall. Or I have the railroad crossing, and it has the cat sitting at the bottom on one side. And that piece is just about 2 inches tall, a little over 2 inches tall, and it's 1.5 wide. So this would be the other choice I have of the smaller ones. Deborah. Santa block. The L. There we go. So that's my second choice of the Cat's Meow houses. Whenever I see them, I've been looking for a $2 choice. Sorry, Kristen. The houses, they made shops and houses, and they did little collections like Williamstown or all sorts of stuff on the East Coast. They also made a Fenton gift shop one at one point back in the day. They don't show up here very often. So anytime I found a pile of these to look through when we were in Alabama and Tennessee, I looked through them. And I really do like the accessory pieces because a lot of the buildings don't have significance to me because they're mostly from the East Coast. So, but all right, one railroad crossing and one street light. Is that second choice available? All right. Okay, so I have something totally out of the norm. While I was sick, I did a little shopping on Whatnot and was doing some investigating as to how some of the channels were working some of their sales and stuff. So if nobody wants these, I totally understand. I'm going to start them at a choice of $30. These are brand new in the bag BB brand purses. This one is a $69 original retail, and this one is an $89 original retail. Now, I can take them but I mean, they haven't been out of the bag. This is how I got them. So this one is like a clutch with the handle, the strap inside. And it says it is a candy apple pink Sophia's crossbody. Is there any other information? Nope, that's what it is. So it's about 5 inches tall, about 7 inches wide, and about 2 inches deep. About yay big. If you are interested and really want me to open it, I totally can. And this one is more of a, it's kind of a U-shaped bag. And then the handle is right here, folded up. Let's see, what does it say? This one is Josephine Croc convertible sling. So it could be a sling like crossbody, or I think if it's convertible, it might be like to be able to wear around your waist. And it is this really dark navy color with a crocodile pattern in it. So if anyone is interested and would really love to see these out, you just let me know. Otherwise, I'm probably going to take them to one of the, I think the only one that's left, a consignment shop here in town. because I don't really, I'm guessing they would just walk away in my booth. So, but one of the sellers was trying to get to 1,000 items in one show. And it fascinated me. I was like, is there any way somebody could actually get in there and win something? And lo and behold, I did. Uh-oh. All right, Santas. Y'all just behave over here. So yeah, thought it was kind of interesting. Yes, the pink one is like a clutch, Carol. It snaps over. Let's see. I think we can do it pretty easily. Let's try it. Because I know if I take them to the consignment store, they're going to open them anyway. So I'm going to grand reveal here. It doesn't really want to come out of there. It still has the tissue around it. Yeah, let's see if we can. So it's like hot pink. Is there anything I can do to? It's really showing up bright pink because they're calling it candy apple. It's got like a chevron pattern stitched into it, and it snaps here. And there is a chain strap with the leather in it, woven through it, and it has a little slide-in pocket, a zip pocket, and then the main body pocket there. Yeah, I mean, they're candy apple. Oh yeah, it's more, I mean, you think about, it's not pink. It's more of a candy apple, like a red, tomatoey red color. Like didn't they have a candy apple red on the old cars? Like they'd redo the paint jobs to those metallic ones. Yeah. So that's kind of more. It's got a snap. There we go. Magnetic snap. There didn't want to go for me. So that's what that one is. But all right, I'm going to put it back in the tissue just to keep it clean and all that stuff, and we'll put it aside and see what's next. Certainly. Jeff keeps going, you got a big bag today. I'm like, yeah. But they're done doing what they were doing with their palettes, so I probably won't be getting much else from them and after this week. All right. Oh, let's look at this one. This one is really cute. Okay, what's the mess down here? I think I'd like to start this one at $15, please, Kristen. Now, I don't think necessarily this has the, all of the original ornaments in it, but it definitely has 12 ornaments to fill up the box. And it is a miniature shiny bright box. Now the cardboard in the bottom is a little bit smushed, so those ornaments aren't staying right up in their spot. This box is 6 inches by about 4.5 and about 1 inch deep. The graphics are pretty good on it. The cellophane is attached, but it is, coming off. It's on there, but by one side. So we have a little bluish bell. Lots of mercury in the metallics. This one is like it has seen better days. I don't know if it wore off or what. This one has the pushed in part on both sides in a bluey color. And there's another one of those in the gold. We have 2 of the gold round bulbs. We have a pinkish bell-shaped one. This is the only one that's that shape that has that little drop. I mean, it's an ornament shape. I don't know what else to say. And then 3 of the silvery white round bulbs. So there's 12 in here. I don't think, because they don't all match the shapes in the bottom, that's why I'm saying I don't believe they're necessarily the original ones that came in it. But it is full. And I don't see these very often. And because it had some really good graphics, and not very, the only tape mark I saw was on the back on the box right there. Let's see, does it have the manufacturing on it? Max Eckhart and Sons out of New York. American-made miniature ornaments for Christmas decorations. Sprays, centerpieces, table trees, boutonnieres, all the things. Carrie Ann, hello and thank you. See you at 15. I'm going to put mini Shiny Brights. Box. They're going to be as is condition with the ornaments and the box. There's only a small little perforation there on each of the corners where it is attached and bends up. So, all right. If anybody else wants in, get in there. Otherwise, we can count it down for Carrie Ann. I will more than likely put quite a bit of tissue and everything in between the ornaments so nobody wiggles around in the box. And we don't want any of them to be broken along the way. Carrie Ann, I believe I have your information. I believe you purchased from me before. If you can just confirm that. Like I said, all my memories have not come back yet. So I'm working on that. Every night that I get a good solid night's sleep, it helps. And every day it's a little bit better from this cold. This one was tough. Thank you, Carrie Ann. Doesn't usually get me that good. How about a little paper mache style Santa? I have no idea where these guys came from. $3 start. I believe it's all paper that's been glued on in the shapes, and then they've painted it. So this one's all smushed up in the shape of a wreath. This little hat has a little bit of a bend or give to it, but very lightweight. He's 5.5 inches tall and then about 3 by 3 on the dimensions. I'm guessing that these were mass produced. Look at his little eyelashes. Yeah, I mean, they remind me of literally brown paper that they soaked it in the glue and whatever, and then shaped it to the pieces, because then they added on the arm right here. They added on the little trim. Thank you, Susan. And then they painted them. And they put the little decals on, I'm assuming, on his face. He's about yay big. So we're going to say Paper Santa. And if anybody else wants in, otherwise we can count it down for Susan. And make sure that this sticks to his toes down here. And make sure that closes for you there, Susan. Thank you. That's the down part of making sure I drink enough that I don't lose my voice, that I'm not coughing constantly. I can only have so long of a show. Otherwise, we have other problems. Oh, well, look at you. Okay, what were they? Oh, okay. Sold to Susan. Thank you. I have a choice of wine bottle stoppers. $2 choice. It's got a little sticky on it. I'm guessing from packaging. I have 3 of the snowman. They have a little bell available, and I have 1 Christmas tree. I believe they are resin. Yep, they're resin that's been painted, so they're mass produced, and it has the metal with the plastic little stopper there for decorative wine bottle stoppers. So that'll be just a see. There's extra tape right here. I'm guessing that they were taped to a package, and when I got them, they took them out of the package and threw them in a baggie. So I will work on getting all that little extra pieces of tape off. I have Susan in at $2. So I have one more snowman, and I will put him back together. It looks like he just popped out. I have some really awesome Gorilla Glue, and I will take care of fixing that for you. You want 1 snowman? You got it, Susan. If anyone else wants a snowman or a tree, I have 2 and 1 tree available. Susan, snowman, bottle stopper. Perfect. Thank you, Susan. Those go there. He is going over here in my repair department. Oh yeah, I bet you oils are what else did my sister-in-law used to work at this little shop. They had gourmet oils and vinegars. I bet you that would work for a bottle of that too. Or be really cute with a gift to put all together. A nice seasonal themed one. Okay. Sit there, Mr. Snowman. I have a couple vintage candle huggers. They are not marked, made in Japan, but I'm guessing that is the era that they were made. This set would be a $6 start. He has a little bit of that coal paint missing off his nose. But other than that, they go on the candles. He almost looks Scottish or like he's a golfer almost too. But they face the same direction. Little snowman guys, ceramic. They're awfully cute. They remind me of those koalas and the Santas that were like the pinch plush ones that we would put on our backpacks or our coats. But they're not similar, but not the same. Okay. I have to start a new pile for Christmas because that pile was tipping over. I have 1 Fitz and Floyd tumbler in the Santas. He will be a $4 start. He is red and green and white and black. And he's the one that stands on his head. There's the Fitz and Floyd logo, made in China. I believe these are a little bit newer. So they usually came in sets of 3 or 5, and they would come in various forms of tumbling. So here he is. Got a cute little checkered pattern on his coat. And he sits like this on his head. And he's pretty cute. And if he doesn't sell here tonight, I know exactly where he's going. We have a get together for our Depression Glass Club, our glass club, for Christmas dinner. And we do a silent auction, and we do a Kristen. Do you guys want to come down and come down to our Christmas party? We totally could. I didn't even think about that. We do a white elephant gift exchange, and we do a silent auction, and we do, of course, a big buffet dinner and socializing, because lots of us don't get to see each other all the time. All the crazy schedules everybody has. I didn't even think about that. I have the resin candy canes. It's Thursday night. I know it's 2 nights away. It's totally last minute for me that's my brain. Otherwise, I would have told you like 3 weeks ago. $2 each. $1 each. Let's just do $1 each. These are long candy canes. 7 inches. So I have 3 available in the red, white, and green, and 2 available in the red and white. They are the plastic, probably I would say similar to lucite. I mean, they don't, the one color reacts they react. The red ones don't react. That's kind of what I figured, but I should have thought about that earlier. The green reacts to the 365 blacklight. Right. So I like them that they're a good solid color shape. They're big enough that you'd really see them on a tree too. So yeah, I love candy canes. I don't like the pipe cleaner ones, because they bend out of shape. And I mean, a candy cane shape is very particular. If it's too far bent over, it looks like a J. So, Miss Deborah, I see you. Candy cane ornaments. If anybody else wants in, otherwise we can claim them for Deborah, and we can do a sold to Deborah, and she can tell us what she would like. I have 5 total, 3 with green, 2 red and white. Oh, Susan was first. I totally missed it. It scrolled up too far. Sorry. I'm sorry. My bad. Thanks, Mom. Yes, Deborah, you are correct as well. On my screen that I'm streaming on, I see 4 comments, and that's why I turned on my other one to double check, but I didn't go with it this time. Deborah's going to say it too. So, Susan, ball's in your court. I'll see what I can find for what's next. Okay. Huh. All right. Susan says 3. It is choice. Did I? Okay. Open that next. Deborah is out. Susan can be counted down. And we're at 3. It's really quiet in here. The refrigerator's not even running. Which one would you like? That is the question of the evening. I have a music box up next. 3 green ones. You got it. So then if Deborah, are you interested? Nope, the other way around. Are you interested in either of the red and whites? I'll watch the chat when I put this away. Or I'll look at the chat after I put this away. Let's be real. Make the right comment. Got you. Perfect. You'll take the other two. Thank you, Deborah. Wonderful. Okay, next up, while I'm finishing this, I have a vintage clock music box. It probably, oh, I know what was missing on it. It's missing a hand. And I would imagine you'd be able to fix that. So it's a clock. Oh, we're all good. We're all caught up. Okay. Let's do a $12 start. It is made in Japan. Oh, always turn it the wrong direction. Yes, I know. She's totally fine. I'm further behind than she is. The velvet, it's like the velvet. I don't know how to explain it. When my mom was doing a bunch of matting, she had some mat board that had like the velvet on it. That's what this reminds me of when I was a kid. But I thought at first that maybe this was German, but I think it's maybe meant to look kind of like a German clock. It's got that angel hair or the spun hair on the little angel that sits up in there, kind of like the cuckoo clock. And we're gonna wind it up, see what it does. She turns. I forgot that she turns. Silent Night. That's what she does. And it is 8 inches tall by 5 inches by 2 inches deep, 5 inches by 8. And it has, oh, hi, Miss Sandy. Thank you. So the only thing that I see is it's missing a second hand on the clock here, and that's spinning. And I think you'd be able to just repair that with a little piece of like cardstock. And there's the where it winds up. Yes, it is missing one little clock hand. I'm assuming one just went right, like right here. You can see where the cardstock was, the cardboard was, where it had probably folded off. But I was amazed that it had the numbers and like the ornament toppers here to make it, to decorate it, and all the pieces on the roof and everything. So, all right. We can count Miss Sandy down. Vintage clock. Going once, going twice. All the things for Miss Sandy. Thank you. Oh, well. I was surprised that it had so many pieces on it, considering its age. So thank you so much, Miss Sandy. This is a newer pair. I don't think they're vintage. $3 start. Let me get the tape off. They taped them. Contrary to normal, they put the pair together, and they have a moose with the pine cones. So 2 moose, 2 pine with pine cones, and then this little sprig on the top. They both have their stoppers. Yes, you guys are way more observant. You know what? I feel like I'm always more, I'm like, oh, it's this when I'm watching in the chat than when I am in a live sale. So there's 3 on this one and 2 on this one. They are about 2 inches tall and about an inch and a half square. I guess they kind of have, oh, they're so shiny. They have blues, beige, red, um, all little squares along the top and the bottom. So, but they're nice and wintry. And normally around here, they want you to pay one price per shaker, one price per candlestick holder. They don't put the pairs together. So this one they had taped intensely together so they would stay together. All right. I had a spot. I do have a spot. Perfect. How are we doing? Are we doing all right, Miss Kristen? Are we all caught back up? I have to find where I read something on this. I think this is German. I'm amazed that these things survived over the years. All right, we're focused. We got it. This is one of those cardboard or the pressed paper bowls, and it's got the graphics on the back printed on it, and then it's got the paper that they've printed this on, and then they layer that in on the inside of the bowl. And I think I need to start this at, I probably put 12 to 15 in my booth, so I can start it at 8 here. It's like the Hansel and Gretel, I believe. Look at the little mushrooms in the background, the little forest critter. There's a hedgehog, a squirrel, and then all around in the red graphic, the red stripe, are other scenes. I'm probably going the wrong direction, but I'm just rotating it so you can see the other pictures. It's a little, I got all the dwarfs. Oh, they're like Snow White. Maybe they're other fairy tales. What does that one say? That one says something in German, I believe. So all the way around are parts of different fairy tales. Back to the beginning. That must be like Little Red Riding Hood. And the only thing I see is right down here in little bitty letters, it says Borg, B-O-R-G. It is a 12 inches across and 2 inches deep. All right, turn you the right direction so she's not tipping out. So many of these I think were used and then thrown away, which is what they were supposed to be, what they were meant for. There's a little bit, they were meant to be disposable. There's a little bit of the gold foil that's pulled up on this edge. But I love the mushrooms and the fairy tales on this one. Okay, this is one that I think somebody who's crafty could do something amazing with. I was craftier when I was younger. I don't have the patience or the time or the wellness with the time to do it anymore. Right now. Not this season anyway. I would like to start this at $10. Someone took I'm going to have to say, I believe this is real fur, like a mink collar, and they attached it to a wreath background, a frame. And I think if you wound some lights around it, used it even as like a centerpiece, like as snow, put a candle, some trees, something like that in the middle of, it would make an amazing display piece. I believe because of the snaps and stuff on the back that these are vintage collars. I'm looking at it. I think it's just one collar because it goes all the way around. The snaps go, and then it kind of laps over itself right here. It's in very good condition. I'm not losing fur everywhere. I'm not like hugging it and trying to rub it off, but it's not some of the older furs or even fibers on some of the vintage pieces start to shed. They start to come loose from the background, and this is not doing that. Hi, Maritza. How are you doing tonight? Yeah, I thought it was kind of neat. It is, I believe the form underneath was 12 inches. So it's about 13 inches wide with so you can see where it overlapped right here. So it was a 12-inch frame, and then it goes out to about 13 with what sticks out on the side. Someone attach this in here. Oh, ermine? Okay. Sure. I mean, there's nothing on here. I mean, it was a total guess. There's nothing, no label on here. No, nothing that tells me anything. The only thing that I was going by was, I believe, with the vintage snaps. And then this was probably, I don't think it's silk, but it's a very nice satin lining for the collar itself. So, right. I mean, it was sitting on the floor with, like if you did something like the house in the middle of it, it looks like winter, like the snow. So thinking, wow, you could come up with some really fun, creative ideas for that. So again, first dibs, you guys, you're it. Speaking of crafts, I have 2 new in package craft kits. These can start at $4 choice. It could be done up pretty fancy, I think. These are, well, one is I'm not going to be able to pronounce that. Bucella. I don't know how to pronounce the brand. Where's the date? Made in the USA. I don't see a date on it. Not on this side, but you can make 4 jeweled Raggedy Ann and Andy ornaments. New old stock. Oh, Julie's going to come in on the wreath. Okay, Miss Julie. Do I have your information? Just let me know. And if I don't, just send it to me at vintagevikingtreasures@gmail.com. We'll have Kristen count you down for that. I was thinking Heather, Antique Agenda, she's up in Denver. I was thinking that this would be kind of right up her alley for doing something with the old vintage stuff. Okay. Thank you, Julie. I appreciate it. For wreath. You got it. And for that matter, if you do something amazing, a great centerpiece or something with that, eventually for the holidays, it'll be so much fun to have a picture and, see how you zhuzhed it up. And what do they call it? Upcycle? Yeah. Excuse me. All right. Perfect. Thank you, Julie. Back to the next round. I showed you this one. The new in package, $4 start, I believe I said. 4 Raggedy Ann and Andy ornaments. All the stuff you need to make them is in the back. The felt, the ribbon, the yarn, the string, the hair, the directions, the sequins are even in there, the gold cording. And the other choice is, this company is Sultana, a quality line. And this one is stockings with different critters in it. So it looks like a teddy bear, a clown, a doll with candy canes. And we have Kristen in, again, all the things inside there. I was hoping to see a date on these, but I don't. So We have Kristen. If anyone else wants to be in, I think I can do it. I think I got my other chat up. Well, I'll count you down just in case anybody's got a lag going on. Jump in if you want them. Otherwise, they're Kristen's. And I have something else I bought with you in mind, Kristen, that when I see you this weekend, I'm just going to show. I'm not going to make you wait to get your hands on it. Sold. Would you like both stockings or Raggedy Ann and Andy? You got it. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I love being able to pick up things and go, ooh, Kristen would like this. Ooh, Mom would like that. Ooh, Gail would like this. It's one of my favorite things to do when I'm out looking is to try and find things that other people appreciate. And you guys too, of course, but specifically, I know some of the gals here in the Springs, what they like, or in Colorado. All right. This came from an estate sale that we went to in Tennessee. Trying to read the bottom of it for you. It said Reed and Barton, L192. So this person had a little bit of everything in their house. And if we can get it to show right here, it says Reed and Barton, and then the L192. I believe it is a what's the word? Plated silver. And then it's got like the enameling on the inside of the bowl. And then it's got this little pewter man sitting on a mushroom. This will be a $12 start. And I thought he was a leprechaun when I first picked him up, but he almost looks like he's got a cowboy hat on. And there is one little, nope, there's two. There's two spots, one on each side, one here and one there, where the enameling or the green has been scratched off. Yeah. Yeah, or I see stuff and I go, oh, Dad, look at that. Wouldn't you have loved to have seen that in person? Or for my grandma even, you know, Grandma, you would have loved that. So sometimes I pick it up. Sometimes it stays behind and I just think about them. But I love being able to find things that you guys really like. And if I learn the patterns and learn what you guys like along the way, it's even more fun to pick for you all. So this little bowl is, well, it's almost 6 inches across where the figure is. And the bowl itself is about 4.5. And then it makes it about 2 inches tall this way here. It's about 6 inches from here to here. And then it's 4.5 this way. He is, Lynn. Look at that little mushroom he's sitting on. Like I said, I thought he was a leprechaun at first. But I was like, oh, I'm so in. He's on a mushroom. Yeah, I mean, and since it already has a little bit of wear, I mean, I wouldn't even think twice about using it for earrings on a dresser or coins or keys or something like, Carmex. Anything that comes out of your pocket would be really cute because it's it's pretty weighty. It's not going to like get pushed off by having some organization on a surface though. But I think it was it's got some silver plate on the bottom because it's got a lot of patina that I have not shined up on it. So, okay. Where's the next? Okay. You guys need to see these. Right? Yeah, that's different. It is. What I get for estate sales in Tennessee. Okay, who are... I remember having a Christmas gift that, how would they call it? A gift shop in elementary school, where we were able to send it, that we could have some money and then buy gifts through in the 80s in elementary school. A lot of the ones I remember were like the spongeware style backgrounds, and they'd have a chicken or a cow or the pig on coasters or on little tin trays. So these coasters or tiles really reminded me of that era. Got a little tape on it. Some of them still have hangers, some do not. This will be a $3 choice. So we have the little girl kneeling by the bed with the kitten. Yes, the Santa shop. They're 4x4 tiles, so you could use them like for a hot plate or a coaster. Oh, thank you. I truly do love. I've always wanted to be a personal shopper, and this is like my dream from, if I could just shop for a living and bring things that everybody, different people would like, and rescue things. I love it. I absolutely love it. So here's a little boy doing like Christmas cards with the presents behind him. I'm thinking these were in that era, because they do say made in Taiwan, and they say, is it Jasco? Yeah, Jasco on the back. They're missing, these ones are missing. These first three are missing where it had a little hook to hang them on the wall. There's a snowman with a little boy and girl working on him. I like these colors though even better. No hanger on this one. I have the two skaters. They do all have all 4 feet, the rubber feet on them. This one's got some metallic silver. Yeah, it's missing the green. That's what's happened. It had the metallic background with the green on top of it, and it's missing a little bit of green, but she's putting letters in the mailbox, but it does have the little hanger on this one. So this one these might have gone through the dishwasher where they weren't supposed to, because this one looks like it is also missing some of the paint where the green. So he's kneeling in front of, no, he's at the bed with his little pajama flap open, and the puppy and the stocking. So we have Kristen in at 3. The other thing is, okay, these two coordinate. The 2 kids kneeling and with the puppy and the kitty. These 2 coordinate with the snowflake background and the outdoor activity. And then these 2 coordinate with him writing the letters and her mailing them. So if anybody else wants to get in, you let me know. I'm going to count it down for you, Kristen. I'm just going to go speed round. And you let me know what you would like. I believe the ones that have the or like are missing, I don't know if they're missing it or they're supposed to be metallic. I don't know. It looks like they're supposed to have a little more green than they did originally. So you let me know what you would like, Miss Kristen. I couldn't leave. The ones I really, really remember are the farmyard animals. The one with the cat, no worries. She's super cute. So if anybody else wants a coaster, just give me a holler. Perfect. Thank you so much. Okay. You guys are going there. Kristen, you're going to have to let me know. I mean, we normally go for about 2 hours, give or take. I didn't test this. I'm going to have to wait on this. I want to make sure it works before I offer it to you. I want to make sure, I mean, I could go for, I have more than enough stuff here because it kind of backlogged on me being gone and being sick. So probably go for a little after another 15, 20 minutes or so, give or take. Let's see what else we got. Unless y'all just can't stand it, you let me know. I have 2 of these. They're still taped together, but they'll be the same shape. It'll be choice. Let's do a $4 choice, Kristen. These look like they still have the stickers from Dillard's on them. So they are Lenox. It's a rectangular shaped tray with the holly and the gold accents. So I have 2 of those. Oh, one is chipped. You don't want the chipped one. We don't want that one. That's a bummer. I have 1 of those. It's got a chip right there. Unless somebody really wants it, then I would throw it in. And then the other choice is the Lenox heart-shaped bowls with the holly and the metallic gold rim in the heart. And I have 2 of those as well. Make sure that they're not chipped. I'll open it up. Super fast. This was the problem, is they started putting out Christmas, but just enough before I left that I left it before we went on our trip and didn't do anything with it. So yeah. Oh my goodness, the tape. I will definitely work on any goobers. Where is the bottom? Am I selling any Santa mugs tonight? Well, I could offer a Santa mug. I think the mini ones are gonna come to you all in the 12 days. Because I do have a miniature night planned. But I'd be willing to offer the one that's all by himself. He's the big one that I have, which means he is 3 inches tall and about 4 inches wide with his handle. I believe it is made in Japan. And let's see, what's crazy is, just like the knee huggers, people have lost their minds with these outs that I saw this season. Let's see, I'm gonna math in my head. I would probably put him at around 24 to 35 in my booth, because the lady next to me has them for $40 a piece. But that means if I do it at 24, I would offer it at a start at 18 here for you guys. So here's his face. He does have a little cold paint missing right there and right inside his handle. But I'm going to do he rings nicely. We know he doesn't have any cracks. He doesn't have any chips. He got a little fuzz. There in the bottom from sitting on wherever he was last displayed. It's got the detailing in his hair all the way around. He's a nice looking Santa, I think. They did a good job on this one. So if anybody else wants to be in, Miss Midge, you're going to take one of the holly trays. Which do you want? A heart? I have 2 hearts, or I have 1 rectangle like this. Wow, look at that. Original retail, $17. You let me know. I'll watch for that. And if anybody else wants to be in on the Santa mug, it would need to be 19 or higher. Yep, he's in good condition. KD2277. I don't know. What I don't know, honestly, is that really. Oh yeah, I do. I think I have a couple Hoyt Howards hanging out over there. So something to look forward to. Another thing to look forward to during the 12 days. All right, I'll write this down. Not this. I will write one heart down for Midge. And with the Santa mug up for grabs, we can start counting that down. I can spell Linux. I should be able to. Thank you, Midge. Going once. Pick your good one. They all have their brand new stickers on them. You can see on the back. And I think they were sold at Dillard's because it has like that yellow return barcode stuck on them. All right, counting down the Santa mug. So another good deal of the day. But I'm passing on. I got a good deal on him. I'm more than happy to pass on a deal to you guys. Susan. Santa mug. And see, it's just that easy. You're like, hey, are you going to sell this tonight? Look how fast Susan got a response to that one. Yes, Susan, I am. Okay, these need to go in something with glass. Perfect. Wonderful. That's a glass one. That's a glass one. Oh. That's what. That was the one? No. Just thinking to myself, I know there's another glass box somewhere. This guy came from what they call the pumpkin pie days up in Longmont, Colorado. Bummer. No glow. I really wish there was a glow. I will start this at $12. It is an amber, but it's a really light. Well, that makes it look dark. It's not like an orangey amber. It's more of a yellow amber. But it is detailed like a trunk. It has the straps, it has the buckles. Here's the top. It has the handles on the side. It is 3 1/4 inches wide. Just a little over, well, it's 2 1/4 inches deep, and then about the same in the height. I do not know who made this. Here's the bottom. It's really clean around the inside, considering where a glass lid would have been coming on and off throughout its life. Yeah, the detailing I thought was really cool. It pretty much can go on front to back as the same design. It even has like the little corner straps, the little metal brackets there. Hey, Cindy, how are you doing tonight? But I thought, a trinket box. You don't see that every day. And I thought it was cute. Okay. There. Oh, Laura's in at 12. Thank you, Laura. Okay. For this guy. I set him down, had to find him again to pick him back up. So Laura, the trunk, glass box. Anybody else wants in? Otherwise, we can count him down. Box. I can't. Definitely not what was being spelled. Got it. Hi, Kimmy. Welcome in. Good to see you. So this was at 12 with Miss Laura. Oh, neat. You got to see Hamilton tonight. Hershey Theater. Is that in Pennsylvania? Sold to Laura. Thank you, Miss Laura. I thought this would be fun for even for boys, for glass collecting, because it's I mean, you know, piratey and all that kind of stuff. It'd be kind of fun. But of course, a fun trinket box as well. Thank you again. Cool, Cindy. How was it? Was it fun? I haven't been to, have we, I can do another show and tell. This one was also from that market called Marbles. I have some marbles. I have a marble night planned for my 12 days. M Brown. I think it's, let me know if you want me to call you your first name. I don't want to necessarily call you out if you don't want me to. And I have some that I just pulled out of this box that could coordinate with that as well. So, good night, Midge. Thanks so much for joining us. So, but I got this at the Pumpkin Pie Days. If you follow Yvonne and I found it. And the saga. Oh, Marbles in the Trunk. You're so correct. Can we see it? Here it is. Fire and Light. And found a butterfly. I have to do a little research to make sure that I offer him at a correct price. But this is a dump mold for the company makes it in well, they did in California. So all of this on the back, where it has the angle where it sits and everything, that's where all the detail is. And that was where they dropped the glob of glass in. And then this top is smooth from where the gravity, just evened out as it went into the mold. Mary is fine. Wonderful. Thank you, Mary. What I don't know for sure is if this is also a neodymium color, because right now it looks very purple. And Kristen, you have to remind me, is it the daylight, the real light that makes it look blue and the other lights that make it look purple? I think it is, because I have one of the aught lights. Oh yeah, it totally looks blue over here. So it changes. You're seeing the purple because I have that light above me. But no, let's see. Can we coordinate this enough? It's going to blind me. But can you see that it's more blue right now in that aught light, which is a natural light? And then we'll take it away and it magically turns purple. So this will be something that'll be coming up in another glass show coordinating thing, but I haven't found too many pieces of that fire light. So it was really fun to grab that one. Oh, good. Did it show up on the camera? Because I didn't know if we could get that to work, actually. Thank you. Thank you, Geneva. Oh, I have a set of tumbling pelicans. And these can be set on a shelf or they can be hung as ornaments. So The set of 4, I can start at $5. Wonderful. Thank you, Susan. I'm glad that it showed up. I don't know. Let's see. Is there any marks? Nope. No mark. Your guess is as good as mine. Who made these and when they were made? But here's the little penguins. There's a little hook for hanging. There's a set of 4 all together starting at $5. They'll come. So this little guy sits on this edge, kind of like he has just fallen down or sliding across the ice. And this one sits this way, a little bit more up with one foot in the air. They all have Santa hats on. This one did a little face plant. Look at his little face and his feet up in the air. Where is his ornament? Oh, his ornament hanger is right between his feet. And the 4th one sits like this. He's much more happy about it. And his ornament hanger is right there. So let's see. What do I have that's flat and strong enough for me to show you? Oh, that was something I could use. I have to show you guys this anyway. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. They're all about 2 inches by 2 inches. And there's all the different little poses that they have. Thank you, Mom. Thank you, Deborah. I think, oh, bumped my camera, sorry. I think this one is about my favorite little face. See if we can get them all to turn over here. Look at there. They are ceramic and they are hollow. So none of them, like I said, they might have been, don't know if they were hobby done. And the other question would be maybe they were on a cardstock or something like that to keep them flat in a package, because it looks like something was kind of pulled off the bottom half. So you got me on that one, but they are cute nonetheless. Mom, you're just a little bit behind. I think we have Lou in first at 10. I wish they were fits because, well, I mean, their faces are great anyway, but this poor guy, just scorpioned. And if you're not familiar with that term, I learned it when my kids were playing sports. It was when you fall on your face and your feet come up flying above over your head behind you, just like a scorpion tail. So Mom's in at 14. These are popular. Who knew you guys would be so popular? Okay, we'll try the balancing act one more time while you guys decide who the little penguins are going home with. There we go. They all 4 do have their hooks there. So one is here, one is here. This guy's is behind him right there, and then at the top of his head. Mom is out, Deborah's out. That means we have Lou in. So penguin, 4-piece set. And we're at 15. And we got it. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody, for your offers on that set. I'll keep my eyes out and find me some more little penguins. I haven't seen them before. And I love that they all came together. Perfect. Thank you. Okay. This is what I had that set on. It is a little box that's been a little smashed, but the original box for this cutout mobile. Here is the original price tag. It was $1, and then they marked it down to 65 cents. I would say do a $5 start on it. I thought I saw where it had here it is. This is normally what I would take to my Scandinavian sales. Made in Denmark. But this is something that's really hard for me to display. Because it hangs. It's a mobile. Where's the top of it? I'm going to try and pull it out. See what color it is for sure. Because it's in like the oil paper envelope. Then the challenge will be putting it back in. Okay. They're all wrapped around. It's not open. It's not where I can pull them all so you can see them. But it is in an off-white cardstock. And it hangs with the 3 crescent moons at the top. And then all different parts of the nativity are cut out. We have sheep, we have a dove, we have the star, more sheep. There's more, what the person did to put it away, they put it around the moon so it wouldn't get tangled. So we have more sheep, a shepherd, more stars, and they all dangle down, and then it all hangs from this one point at the top. Denmark is known for these. They have them. I had one that was a Viking ship that I have hanging over there that was a little bit, he's got a little damage to him, but I love him because he's a Viking ship. So they all hang at different heights, but then all should balance them out so that like the bigger one like this is all hanging even. And I mean, this has got to be early 80s, late 70s, something like that. Yeah. So, and if you're ever out traveling, there is a Danish windmill in Nebraska. They have a welcome center and a Scandinavian shop. And they also have a Danish museum that shows like a whole bunch of the furniture and stuff like that that's been made in Denmark over the years. So I'm just going to try and put all this back together. I'm just going to lay it all flat. And I'll put it over here. They are the top piece that is horizontal, and then everything else hangs down from it. So if you look up at it, like if you hung it like under a light or something, you would see it. But they everything hangs down from them, like the flat portion of it. I hope that answers your question, Emmy. Oh, okay. Oh, I'm going to do another quick promo for something that will be coming up in February because, yep, Elkhorn, Iowa. I am going to bring a selection of my heart-shaped toothpick holders in February. I have well over 100 of them, and I am willing to start sharing them. So this is what shape they are. Some of them have a mark down here. Some of them are marked by Dagenhart. Some are marked by Boyd, and some are not marked. So multiple companies have had this mold over the years. It is a beautiful detailed mold. This one happens to be in a French opalescent. Yes, these are one of my absolute favorite things. And see, look what some of these do. They have some great old colors from the glass, from the time period that these are made. I have a selection of them that have been packed away. I have several of them up here. Some of my old ones even have the names of the color of the glass still attached to them. And I'm going to be bringing at least one Tuesday night, if not more, of toothpick holders in February for you guys to share in my heart in my love of hearts. One of my collections that I've had for quite a while, actually. Well, he is Fenton, so he goes in the Fenton pile right there. I'm going to finish this little spot I'm in, Kristen, and then I think we'll call it a night since we're already at 10:15. I don't know what else we have to offer here, but we will find out. I have a glass acorn. See, this is one of the ones I meant to bring you guys before the fall, but you got to do what you got to do. I would probably have this at about 18 at my booth, so I can start it at 12 here. It's going to have some sticker goo on it, but it has a crackle finish to it, and it goes from the clear to the brown to the yellow to like a blue, and then the top, almost the stem is like a pinky mauve color. Actually, it looks more amber to me now. It looks amber in the light. Well, let's see what it does for the regular one. No reaction under the 395 and only a little reaction to the 365. But a good size piece. 6 inches by about 3 inches. 3 inches this direction. It's got some great detailing. Be a little bit something different to add to your pumpkins and gourds that you'd have. It is hollow, I believe, as you can see through to the other side there, the crackle. And yeah, so I don't see acorns often. Oh, and it has a little iridization on the top of it. And I have no idea who made it. No idea. And Melinda in it as well. Thank you, Melinda. Anybody else? Oh, we're going to put that aside for fencing. That is fencing. Try and find one more for their last call tonight. Thank you, everybody, for joining me. It's been a fun to be able to share with you all the treasures that have been backing up, just waiting for me to show you. So I know we don't have acorns here. Not like acorn trees. We have scrub oak, and if we do, they're itty bitty acorns. So thank you, Melinda. Acorn. And boy, they have a bunch of them in Alabama by Stephen's house. I was surprised. There's a lot of stuff in Alabama we don't have here. Thank you, Stephanie. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. I think this is going to be the last call, and I have no idea what it even is. Like I don't know who made it, but I picked it up because of the coloring of the glass. Since I don't know exactly, I'm going to say it's $15 start. The dates again for the 12 days of Christmas start on the 11th and go through the 22nd. So the 11th is the first, the 12th is the second, 13 is the third. It helps coordinate with the numbers of the dates then as well. So I will be starting on Wednesday. I will not have a show on a live sale on Tuesday prior to that. So next week, and that's the plan, is to get all of that, get some thumbnails and things up so that I have that put on my channel so that you know when the days are for it. So, okay. Does it? Oh, nope. My light is dying. You're welcome, Miss Melinda. Thanks for being here. It is a jadeite glass plate. Oh, there you go, Miss Laura. It's kind of got an indent. Like it's a very shallow bowl, shallow pie pan, shallow underplate. I don't really know, but I wasn't going to leave it there with the color that it was. There's nothing underneath. Thank you, Susan. I appreciate it. I believe I said did I say $15 start? Um, it is 1 inch, 1 inch. Mm, just a smidge, yeah, right at 1 inch deep and about 9 inches across. It does not fluoresce, unfortunately, under black light. You can see it reflecting, but it is a beautiful colored jadeite. It almost is a little translucent here where it's thinner right on the depth of the rim. So maybe like an underplate of for a pot, like a plant. And I don't think it's a plate because it's so thick and so, I mean, I think it's over 2 pounds. So, thank you, Stephanie. I see you at 15. Good night, Susan. A tart dish, it could be. I was going to say it's reminiscent of like a really shallow pie pan. So I suppose it could be that. Maybe did they make this for Martha Stewart? Martha Stewart had a whole bunch of jadeite that came out a covered or a lid. Maybe it might have had a lid, but it doesn't feel rough at all, where something might have been set on it, or a dome. Oh, it would look great with a clear dome, like a cake dome, a cloche on top of it. That would be fantastic. The only one I have is probably a 6 or 8 inch one that would be too small for it. Right. I think that Mosser has cake domes in different sizes for their cake plates. You could make a scene in it to display something. I mean, the color on it was fantastic. So, or you could put it on a stand. I might have to Google it a few things to see. That's the other thing. It surprises me what comes out of the box when I haven't seen it for a little while. Not that I want to get sick more often, but it's a fun surprise when we go through this stuff. So yeah, it would be fantastic because I mean, Mosser poured a lot of the jadeite for Martha Stewart that went out through Kmart, I believe. So yeah, you guys have had a great show tonight. Less than a half a dozen of things that we've almost had a sellout. That's fantastic. I must be picking some good stuff. How's that? I'll just and you guys are loving it. So thank you so much, Stephanie. Stephanie for the jade. I'm just going to call it a plate so you know what I am talking about when you see it. So thank you, Kristen, so much for your modding and help keep me straight tonight. Everybody for filling in all those words that haven't come back yet and hanging out with me tonight. Thumbs up are super great. Any comments? If there's something that we did pass on that you're interested in, send me an email or put a comment while you do the replay. And I'll get back with you. Let's see, what else? Next week, no Tuesday night. Starting on Wednesday will be the 12 days of Christmas, starting on the 11th. And yes, I will definitely catch up with you and Jason this weekend while I'm up there for my last show. And MJ, if she's still in the chat, I'm going to work on meeting up with her as well. And we'll just get all the things taken care of this weekend. So thank you, everybody. I appreciate it so much. And see you next week for the 12 Days of Christmas. Good night.